Hi, I'm Brian Welk here in the TheWrap studios at Sundance, and I'm here with the team from withBeast. We have director Danny Madden, we have the cast, Shirley Chen, Jose Angeles, and Will Madden, and then executive producer Alec Baldwin. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, let's start with you, Danny. Tell us about this film, how you came to tell it.
Yeah, I mean, like most of my ideas, it all comes from just this hodgepodge of things and feelings and conversations and people in my life and experiences I've had, and it all meshes together. And so I wrote a triptych. It's 3 different characters, and their stories all interweave, and each of them kind of plays a different part of my brain. We have like a theater kid and a kind of skateboarder and a filmmaker in a sense, you know, and so for me it was kind of just like divvying up the brain and letting the story go where it needs to go. Now,
I know you've worked in short films a lot and some animation. You know, talk about what some of the challenges were for this feature.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same. It's fun to kind of like flip flop between animation and live action because the thing that remains is like an extreme attention to detail. So it becomes like in the way that you approach an edit or the way that you approach like the shot design or even how you write a scene, you can kind of see it in the microscopic level having done animation, you know. But this was just like on a whole new scale, first feature and everything. So a lot more pieces are moving, but same kind of laser focus on everything.
All right. And Shirley, this is your debut performance. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How did you get involved with this project, and what were some of the challenges in finding your character?
Yeah, so I got involved originally back when we did Krista because they were shooting at my high school. I went to Performing Arts High School, and they decided to just do an open casting call for the short. I was doing nothing better, so I went in and auditioned, and it ended up being this whole other thing. Like the short film did quite well at South by, and then it became Alex signed on to exec produce, and then it became this whole thing, and now we're at Sundance. So it snowballed into this huge amazing thing that I never expected. In terms of it was definitely my first time tackling a lead in a feature, a romantic lead in a feature, and so those aspects were challenging. But I think we had such a great team of people working on it, so I think that really helped ground me.
Jose and Will, talk about your characters and how you got involved, how you relate to them.
Sure. So I play Adam Manigan, who's a guy who's a gun vlogger. He has a YouTube channel, and he's kind of trying to make his living, and he's still living at home with his parents. So he's kind of an isolated guy living an isolated life, sort of trying to find communication through his sort of passion, his hobby.
Yeah, and I play Nito, who's like the new kid in school, and he's famous on YouTube, if anything. So he's a little cooler than Adam. Okay, but yeah, he's like a skater kid, new kid in school, and trying to figure out where he fits in. So.
I mean, what surprised you about this cast? When you finally
One
saw
thing
the
I noticed about the
product?
cast is that even in the last day, I see that Will and Shirley have changed a little bit over the last couple of days. No, not in a bad way, but Jose is the same. He's exactly the same. Jose refuses to change who he is. He's the same as when he showed up here in Utah. The other two, they're getting a little more, kind of sophisticated. But Jose, he refuses. He's like, hey, man, I'm Jose. And that's it. Yeah, right. We love you. We love you. I think that you always hear this cliche, the good movie making is a director who finds the actors who are the character, essentially just lets them do their thing. And, that may or may not be true, but young actors probably need some help and some direction in terms of, the levels and so forth. And these 3 give very authentic and very real performances. You don't see a lot of acting that you often see with actors of all ages. Like a lot of scenery chewing, and that's because of their talents, and that's because of his direction.